You're making no. You're telling us to settle.
No, how am I telling you to settle?
So if I'm testing a man and he's not what I want, okay, let's go back to this.
You don't settle.
But you're telling us that we have to stay.
No, what we're saying is...
You're telling me that I am a single mom because I didn't settle and I didn't stay and I didn't put up with it.
Saying.
No, I'm saying if
and
you would
I didn't choose the right man.
No, baby, you skipping a step ahead. Angel and Envy sends in $5. As a single mother, do you believe you deserve a man in the top percentile? And if so, why would that man want you? So all of y'all single moms besides one. So show of hands. Do you think you deserve a man in the top percentile? Now let me tell you what the top percentile is. Yeah. The top percentile is, let's go with height, just 6 foot. If you want a man that's 6 foot or above, that's only about 15% of the population, or it could be even less than that. If you want a man to make 100K minimum, that's about 10%. You looked it up recently. Okay, so yeah, it's 10% of the population.
Of in the U.S.
Yeah.
100K.
So with that being said,
kids or no kids.
Well, that's the thing.
No,
if the men have kids.
Okay, so I didn't understand the question then.
Well, if the man has kids or if he doesn't have kids, regardless of that, only 10% of men make, 100K. Okay. Yeah, so that's what it is. So now the question is, now since you know what the percentile is, just based off of height, because that's what's important to, and based off of income, because that's what's really important. So as a single mother, if you want a guy that's in the top percentile,
do you think you deserve?
Do you think you deserve that man? So show of hands. Do you think you deserve a man in the top percentile? Show of hands. We got 1.
No.
We got 2, 3. Oh, we got 4. Okay, 4. Oh, we got 5. Okay, and you're the only one. So you're the only one I said that you don't think you deserve. I'm gonna get to you last. Let's start here. So you think you deserve him? Why would that man want you?
Well, for one, because I'm a very good mother. I'm not a perfect mom, but I'm a very good mom. So I think.
But what does that have to do with him?
Because I think that shows a lot about my character. And why do I think I deserve it? Because I believe that.
Well, wait, time out. That doesn't show that. So if you are a single mother, you being a good mother, that doesn't show that you have good character, because single mothers normally don't have good character, generally speaking, because they chose the wrong man, meaning that they normally broke up the relationship. They initiated the breakup. So they show single moms show the worst characteristic traits, to be honest. I'll explain why. Because if they had good characteristic traits, they would be with the baby father. They would have chose a man that's worthy of them to have a good kid with, and they would stay with that man. Furthermore, they would see that, okay, if I leave this man, then my daughter or my son would be without a father. And we know that a child without a father leads to more degeneracy.
My 22-year-old self would kick myself in the face for ever picking the man that I chose to have a child with.
Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that when we see a single mom, we don't see good character, even if she can claim that she's a good mom. We see terrible mom.
Oh, I can't wait to answer this.
I do agree with that to a point. But I think because my loyalty is very high, and I believe that if he is a very good man and he provides for me and he loves me and he loves my child, because that is my child, then he deserves every ounce of respect and loyalty. Like I said, I would worship the ground that Tyrone walked on. Because what I'm willing to bring to the table for you is worth I respect you. I admire you.
Okay, let's get to her. What's your take on it?
Regardless whether or not I'm a single mother, I'm able to do everything else, whether or not I have a baby or not. I still can be a great wife, even if I have my kid have nothing to do with my quality as a wife. No,
what single mothers show is that you're selfish, because you prioritize yourself over the kid. If you prioritize the kid, you would have worked through thick and thin to keep that relationship with the father.
Why does the responsibility has to fall on me just because I'm a female? What if the guy was the one?
Generally speaking, right? Generally speaking, most women initiate breakups and divorces. So what is it? 70 to 80% of divorces are initiated by women. So they're breaking up a family. So they're removing the father from the home by their own feelings. So they only prioritize how they feel. You're selfish. Generally speaking,
No,
not
no.
y'all.
But what about
Well,
the
y'all
men?
single moms, y'all are selfish freak
No.
out.
What about men? What about men though? For example,
We
I got
know
a-
men do bad things.
Oh
What
my
is that,
God.
sir?
Men do bad things.
What I'm saying is, for instance, I feel like there's this thing in society that we are blamed because of the men that we choose. Sometimes we are deceived. Sometimes we meet a person and we think, oh my God, this guy's gonna be such an amazing father, and they turn out to be completely AH.
So who has to take blame? The deceiver or the deceived?
The deceiver, because he knew that
So
he wasn't.
should the
prepared.
deceiver take all the blame?
No.
Should the deceived
other
take
person
some
should
blame?
Take some blame, of course. Because for
Okay,
example,
so that's
like,
accountability.
you do something and I have reaction to it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Then I am part of the problem because I have reaction to it. It's gonna be always gonna be both of our fault. But I feel like the deceiver, the person that made the mistake, should be held more accountable. So why does the blame falls on women for leaving when it wasn't the right situation in the first place?
Yeah. So
Maybe I am
when
selfish because I'm taking care of my kid. I'm making sure that my kid doesn't get raised in a bad environment.
well, the worst environment is for a kid to be raised in a single mother household. Statistics show that single mother households leads to juvenile delinquents. It leads to most of men are in prison came from single mother households. Most of the school shooters came from single mother households. Most of the degeneracy that you see in the gang violence in Chicago and Newark, New Jersey, and all of these areas around the world, in LA and things like that. These are, areas where there's no father figure in the home because the woman kicked the man out the home. She married the government via welfare, was like, oh, let me get this government check. Or if not that, she just chose the wrong man. Like, you got power. You choose who you give your sex to. Power, right? You have power. You choose which man you're going to have a kid by. You got power. You get to choose if you can, terminate the baby or not. You got so much power, but you still make poor decisions with your power. So when I see a single mom, right, I see a woman that made all the wrong choices and only prioritized how she feels. She's selfish.
Will you ever date a single mom?
I mean, single moms need love too. They can get a little.
a single
They
mom?
can get a little a little recreational use only sometimes.
Wow.
You believe that single moms are damaged? Are damaged goods?
Well, damaged goods. I believe that. I mean, she just said it right there. What'd she say?
That she believes that single moms are damaged
Well,
She just said yes that single moms are damaged goods.
Of course we are.
yeah,
And why
damage.
Oh,
you wanna
man.
why do you say single moms
go
are
ahead, get her
damaged
opinion
goods?
on it.
Where,
'Cause
where
you're
is
a
my
woman
camera
saying
not focusing here?
So why do you say single moms are damaged goods?
Because if we're single mothers, we obviously, like, I don't know about, y'all, but we go through the ringer. Like, I don't want to get too involved in my.
say-
Yeah,
How do you
listen,
feel? No.
single. Listen, I got you. Listen, single moms. To answer your question directly, like I said,
But I don't think it's a bad thing.
recreational use only.
No.
Do you guys know what that means?
Are you
Recreational
serious?
use?
Recreational use only. Especially if you up in your ages in your 30s. Recreational use only.
Do you mean like hit it and quit it?
Yes,
Recreational use.
recreational use only meaning you won't use any for sex. That's it.
Recreational,
Is that
Single mother,
recreational use.
even if
Can we
she
go around? I'm
Yes,
waiting
go around,
patiently.
We gotta get to y'all.
even if
I'm
she
waiting
needs
so
all the
patient.
good
My
things
God.
to be a good
Okay,
wife.
time out. Let's reverse it real quick to you.
All right.
What is broke guys good for?
Sex.
Recreational use only.
But what? But
Oh my God.
A broke guy compared to a single
You can't compare
mother?
a
What you
broke guy
talking
to a
about?
single mom.
No.
That's fault.
very-
That's
very-
no,
No,
you cannot.
because-
Because
Go ahead.
someone
let you
who's
speak.
broke, okay? If you're broke as a male, you have the opportunity to level up, but you're not wanting to. As a single mom, you don't know what I had gone through. And sometimes we don't even choose to be a single mom. It's like she said, the men, nowadays, I don't even tell a man. Like if I'm meeting somebody,
do choose
I
it.
do not tell someone what I want from them because they're going to act exactly how I'm telling them,
Yeah.
right? So I don't do that anymore. A man shows you that he's something, right? You get to know him, You have a kid by him, and when you're saying that we're choosing to
Okay,
have a
well,
kid
let's
by
pick
him,
one point by point. Every point you made. So let's go with your
all right,
first
let's go
point.
with
Your
number
first-
one. Let's go with number one.
Got you. Your first point was, you know, you don't choose to be a single mom. So I already, if you heard what I explained to her, you do choose to be a single mom.
How?
So
How
what I'm
so?
saying is, a man can't have sex with you unless you grant access to sex.
All right, but I granted.
Let me finish real quick. Let's just walk through it step by step so you can understand the logic, right? We got to think linear, right? We got to
Right.
think straightforward,
Right, when
not
you're married
scattered.
to somebody and you're having sex, you're choosing to give that person
let
your
me
body.
Finish, let me finish.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Let me finish. Women choose who they have sex with.
Yeah.
So since you choose who you have sex
You're having
with,
sex with your husband.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
and then things in the relationship happens.
Change.
Let's
Shit
say
happens.
it changed.
Uh-huh.
Things happen. Life
Right.
lives sometimes,
Exactly.
right? Then, well, who normally breaks up with the relationships? We're
It all
going based
depends
off
on
of
the
statistics.
situation.
But
It
we're
all
going
depends on
based
the
off of the
situation.
generalities. Women initiate 70 to 80% of divorces. And
Mm-hmm.
not only that, even if we're not talking about marriages, have y'all ever been broken up with before? Show of hands, who's been broken up with? Maybe one of y'all. Two of y'all.
Say
Okay,
again?
three of y'all.
What was the question?
If you
That
ever
if
been
I've broken up with
with
somebody?
No.
Okay,
if you
put
ever
it like
been-
this. How many times, just show of hands, right, and think you can sit down too. Show of hands. How many times has a man broken up with you?
It count.
Well, let's go with you. How many times has a man broken up with you? Was it just one man? Two men? How many?
No.
How
None.
many? None.
Zero.
So no men broke up with you.
Right.
How many men have you broken up with?
A little bit, a lot, what?
How many men have you broken up with?
It has been a mutual
No,
understanding to the breakup.
listen. How many men have you broken up with?
Shit didn't work out.
No,
so
no, that's not the
She don't
question.
know.
How many? I got you, Reese. How many men have you broken up with?
4.
You proving my point right there.
No, I
so
didn't.
you choose the man to have sex with, and then you break up with them. You
Because
are
of-
the problem. This is why you're a single mom,
Also-
because you broke up with these niggas.
So you're saying that us as women, we're supposed to just stay there and what?
You need discernment. Discernment is the ability to make good judgment. So that means that one, you maybe chose the wrong man, right? So if you didn't choose the wrong man, maybe you wouldn't have broken up with him.
How was I supposed to know that that was the wrong man? He was showing no signs of that he was the
do
wrong
you shop
man.
on Amazon?
Right. I look at reviews.
You look at the Google
I
reviews?
do all day.
When you talk to men, look at the Google reviews.
But I do.
Okay, explain to me what the
They
Google
don't do
reviews
long
are.
enough.
No, explain to me what Google reviews are.
I look at
In a
pictures
man.
on Google. I
No,
look
no,
at
I'm talking
pictures
about
on
in a
Google
man.
and Amazon. In a man, there
But
are.
it's just walk with me here, mama.
Metaphor.
It's a metaphor, right? So we got a relationship, and then we got Amazon when you're purchasing. So women, y'all saying that, well, men are very secretive, meaning that they put up a facade. So they promise these things. They say they're this type of guy, but when we're in a relationship, they're not that type of guy. So now let's just. The metaphor is when you're on Amazon, when you're about to buy a package, about to buy an item, you will, let me look at the Google reviews before you purchase this item. So you know when you purchase it, when you give up sex, you're going to get exactly what was promised. You get what I'm saying? So I'm saying that Google reviews in a man would be a multitude of things. You got to stop prioritizing feelings, and you got to prioritize reality. Women fall in love with their ears. Stop letting niggas raise you up. You get what I'm saying? So this would be something in a sense, look at his actions, what he does, instead of what he says. Look for the incongruencies, which you naturally always do. You're very good. All of you women are very good with your memory. If a guy says one thing here, you're like, you said something different before. I know you said it. Don't try to gaslight me. And sometimes the nigga just forgot himself, but you remember because y'all freaking good at listening. So you know. But these are the little things, your social skills that you need to use, which is called Google reviews, to assess if he is a good man.
Google
So if you're buying the product that you really want.
Google reviews, those are people with their own opinions writing stuff. If they got a
you
great
ain't
thing, they're
hear
gonna.
what? You ain't get the analogy.
It's a
I-
metaphor.
The
It is
metaphor?
a metaphor, and I get
Basically, what he's
it.
saying is like you women do not take. You women don't take time
Even
to
when you
get to know
test
the
the
guy.
men.
Hold on, no. You women,
Yes.
you women are moving way too fast. You're not taking the
Even
time.
if you text the man, what you want? You want a leader, right? Okay, so if you texting the man and if he can't plan a date, he's asking you what you want to do. He's like,
But
oh
you're
well,
but
whatever
you're
it
telling
is.
us to settle. You're
Well,
making no. You're telling us to
Time out.
settle.
No. How am I
So
telling
if
you to
I'm
settle?
testing a man and he's not what I want, okay, let's go back to
You
this.
don't settle.
But you're telling us that we have to stay.
No, what we're saying is.
You're telling me that I am a single mom because I didn't settle and I didn't stay and I didn't put
No,
up
that's
with
not what
it.
you're saying.
No, I'm saying if
And I
you
didn't,
would
I didn't
have,
choose the right
if
man.
you would, no, baby, you skipping a step ahead. Manipulation happens when you focus on the effects instead of getting to the cause. The cause is you chose the wrong man, right? That's the cause. So we're speaking about how to choose a better man, how to have discernment. Well, first you want to be the best self. You want to be your best self so you can attract better men, so you can attract more quality men. So
Right.
maybe the truth was you attracted exactly what you deserved because maybe you wasn't your best self.
Perfect.
So it's like, God dang, you're a single mother because you made the wrong choices. So it's on you. You get it? Like
Like I said before, women move too
I don't
fast.
agree.
Y'all don't take the time to fully get to know somebody. Texting somebody all damn day, that don't mean shit. You gotta hang out with a person to really know how they are. Multiple times. I can text a girl all day and say, I'm the king of Israel. Who knows?
y'all
I
love
can-
being text buddies.
It's so easy
Link
to
with
lie and
homie.
betray yourself as somebody through text, but once you see them in person, it's easy to tell when somebody. You women are great at telling when a guy is not confident and when he's lying.
And your men are great at lying.
Because you fall in love with your ears, so you have to look at what he does, not what he says. Men, let's just flip it.
thank you.
Men fall in love with our eyes. We see the wagon. Dang, shorty got the wagon there. Like, really, things, just everything else goes out the window. She could be talking crazy sometimes, but it's the wagon there. I want it. I gotta have it. I need it. So it's the same thing. We gotta kind of like put a blindfold over our eyes so we can really assess the woman and see how she's moving and kind of listen to the woman. You get what I'm saying? So we have to use our ears almost instead of our eyes. It's different for y'all. You have to use your eyes and see how he's moving
You had an
instead of
answer, huh?
your ears.
Got
Makes
it.
sense because niggas lie. They gonna lie to you. We not trying to lie to y'all because
So it's
we
our
not
fault
trying to
that
hit.
they lied to us and we fall for it. It's our fault.
Yes.
Exactly.
100%.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I mean, the blame is on them,
No.
but it is your fault. You have to take accountability.
Take the time to
Temptation.
The one that has to take accountability is the one lying.
You're a victim.
But if you purchase like,
It goes vice versa for men. If I'm talking to somebody and she ends up being
Your
crazy,
accountability is bigger because you're doing it and you're aware that you're doing it. The person that's getting it done too, they have you're
but
aware.
people's true colors shows
That get
through
me hot.
time. It's the whole point of this. People's true colors show out through time, and if you just be patient enough and not rush the relationship and or sex, you will see through time that he's not what he says
And then
he
waste
is,
your
or
time.
she's not who she says she is. It goes for men also. If I choose to date you and I find out that you're crazy and you stabbed your last 3 boyfriends,
Well,
that's my fault for not taking the time and do my Google research.
But, and this is the thing. You talk about single moms, right?
Yeah.
What like we could talk about. We talked about men. Now let me just flip it on y'all. This is why we tell guys.
Yeah, what about
like,
a single dad? Like,
well, a single dad is different because when you come into that relationship as a single dad and versus a single mom, you're not coming in there, expected to provide for his kids. So, but when we come into a relationship with a single mom, at some point in time, if the relationship grows, we are expected. You will expect us to provide for your
Financially,
kids.
but not emotionally.
Your kid.
Yeah, but nurture isn't tangible. We
Right.
need to actually give something tangible to the kid. So meaning that you have more baggage that we need, more money, more finances, something tangible that we need to give. Nurturing is natural.
It's free.
That's
Yeah.
free. You nurturing.
I can do that all
I
day.
love you. I love you, little Peter. Good game, Peter.
The time that you're spending and that you're investing in that child.
Well, yeah, that's nurturing. That's there too.
Same thing.
But
Time is
both
money.
parties have to. Yeah, I mean, both parties have to do that as far as spending time, maybe. But the man, it's the man has bigger stake if he chooses to date a single mother and take her seriously because she comes with kids. Now, a man that has kids, it's much different. Now, a man that has kids and a woman that has kids, okay, that's a mixed family. It's like, okay, y'all both coming in with baggage. But a man that doesn't have no kids shouldn't look a single mom's
yeah.
way.
That's right. That's right. I am not a single dad, so I am not checking for a single mama. Okay? So, children in a single mother household often face educational challenges. They have lower competition rates and academic achievements. Children in a single mother households are more likely to experience health issues due to limited access to healthcare and resources. Children in both parents' households tend to have better emotional well being due to increased stability and support.